Bugle call just heard was attention. It is used to alert the cadet commanders that adjutant's call is about to sound, signaling the start of the review. Bugle calls are used in the military service of the United States as a direct result of the contact of the Continental Army with European soldiers and armies during the Revolutionary period. Marching in today's parade are cadets from allied nations enrolled in the 4-year program at the United States Military Academy. Upon graduation, they will serve in the armed forces of their respective countries. Also marching in today's review are exchange midshipmen from the United States Naval Academy and exchange cadets from the United States Air Force and Coast Guard academies. They are attending West Point for the fall semester. They can be identified by the uniform of their respective academies. A similar number of West Point cadets are attending the other service academies for the same period. The march that will be played as the cadets march onto the plane is Hosts of Freedom. The commander of troops for today's parade is the brigade commander, Cadet First Captain Martin Vanderwall from West Friendship, Maryland. His staff consists of the brigade executive officer, Cadet Captain Calvin Liu from San Antonio, Texas. The brigade operations officer, Cadet Captain Jacob Woodruff from West Point, New York. The brigade deputy operations officer, Cadet Captain John Koo from Seoul, South Korea. The brigade logistics officer, Cadet Captain Jack Hager from Flint, Texas. The brigade information systems officer, Cadet Captain Naeem McCarty from Douglasville, Georgia. And the brigade honor captain, Cadet Captain Jack Scholl from South Kingstown, Rhode Island. The reviewing party for today's review consists of Lieutenant General Steve Gilland, Superintendent, United States Military Academy, Class of 1990. Command Sergeant Major Philip Beretta, Command Sergeant Major of the United States Military Academy. 82nd Airborne Division Commanding General, Major General Christopher Leneve. The 82nd Airborne Division Command Sergeant Major Randolph De La Pena. Brigadier General Laurie L. Robinson, Commandant of the United States Corps of Cadets, Class of 1994. Command Sergeant Major Robert Craven, Command Sergeant Major of the United States Corps of Cadets, and Brigadier General Shane R. Reeves, Dean of the Academic Board, Class of 1996. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for honors and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Please feel free to sing along with us as our national anthem is played. be seated.
Review serves two functions for the superintendent. It dismisses the cadets and at the same time provides an opportunity to inspect the state of discipline and training. As the cadets pass and review before the reviewing party, members of each unit will turn their head and eyes and salute the command, eyes, right. The marches that will be played as the cadets pass and review are Washington Post, the official West Point March, American Soldier, 82nd Airborne Division Song, Delaware State University Fight Song, Oh Fight You Mighty Hornets, On Brave Old Army Team, and the Army Goes Marching Home. Regiment is commanded by Cadet Captain Lily Scher from Washington, Connecticut. The regimental command sergeant major is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Dante Kelly from Fort Liberty, North Carolina. The 1st Battalion is commanded by Cadet Captain Dawson Steck from Canton, Michigan. The battalion command sergeant major is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Sumajay Antley from Woodbridge, Virginia. Company A is commanded by Cadet Captain Rosaline Petrella from Syracuse, New York. The 1st Sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Tyler Cameron from San Antonio, Texas. Company B is commanded by Cadet Captain Morgan Mavoides from Cranbury, New Jersey. The 1st Sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Evan Asuncion from Bethesda, Maryland. Company C is commanded by Cadet Captain Benjamin Jackson from West Green, Pennsylvania. The 1st Sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Catherine Ward from Tampa, Florida. The 2nd Battalion is commanded by Cadet Captain Jasmine Grant from White Plains, New York. The battalion command sergeant major is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Mark Miller from Grand Blanc, Michigan. Company D is commanded by Cadet Captain Wes McGuire from St. Louis, Missouri. The 1st Sergeant is Cadet 1st Sergeant Christopher Baker from Huntsville, Alabama. Company E is commanded by Cadet Captain Evan Usatepi from Westfield, New Jersey. The 1st Sergeant is Cadet 1st Sergeant Julie Rogalski from Westminster, Maryland. Company F is commanded by Cadet Captain Robert Murphy from Washington, D.C. The 1st Sergeant is Cadet 1st Sergeant Amadeu Bauman from Atlanta, Georgia. The 3rd Battalion is commanded by Cadet Captain Tobias Hill from Fort Collins, Colorado. The battalion command sergeant major is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Tanner Trowgate from Liberty Lake, Washington. Company G is commanded by Cadet Captain Melanie Yelp from Mobile, Alabama. The 1st Sergeant is Cadet 1st Sergeant Patrick McCabe from Madison, New Jersey. Company H is commanded by Cadet Captain Gunnar Daniels from Westchester, Pennsylvania. The 1st Sergeant is Cadet 1st Sergeant Amrita Kaur from Ladderville Ranch, California. Company I is commanded by Cadet Captain John McKinney from Wilmington, North Carolina. The 1st Sergeant is Cadet 1st Sergeant Haley Camper from Ellicott City, Maryland. Since the days of the American Revolution, flag bearers have been an important element in ceremonies. At the center of today's formation and bearing the national color is the United States Corps of Cadets Color Guard, led by Cadet Color Sergeant Arnesol Park from Lodi, California. Marching with the colors is the Brigade Command Sergeant Major, Cadet Brigade Sergeant Major Will Tearman from Franklin, Indiana.
The 2nd Regiment is commanded by Cadet Captain Daniela Etzel from Millstone, New Jersey. The Regimental Command Sergeant Major is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Genoa John Baptiste from West Palm Beach, Florida. The 1st Battalion is commanded by Cadet Captain Gary Ward from Jasper, Alabama. The Battalion Command Sergeant Major is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Jeremiah Malvin from Bowie, Maryland. Company A is commanded by Cadet Captain Haley Pott from Sacramento, California. The 1st Sergeant is Cadet 1st Sergeant Mitchell Campbell from Dallas, Texas. Company B is commanded by Cadet Captain David Chillo from Fisher's Island, New York. The 1st Sergeant is Cadet 1st Sergeant Alec Chitty from Newport Richey, Florida. Company C is commanded by Cadet Captain Carly Wolford from Long Island, New York. The 1st Sergeant is Cadet 1st Sergeant Winter Farr from Cape May, New Jersey. The 2nd Battalion is commanded by Cadet Captain Anna Hunt from Leona, New Jersey. The Battalion Command Sergeant Major is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Jordan Tucker from Racine, Wisconsin. Company D is commanded by Cadet Captain Alexander Roos from Hackensack, Minnesota. The first sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Alexis Zazinski from Southington, Connecticut. Company E is commanded by Cadet Captain Carter Sample from Decanter, Alabama. The first sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Alexa Combisa from Huntington Beach, California. Company F is commanded by Cadet Captain Aiden Hopping from Dade City, Florida. The first sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Lauren Coleman from Westerville, Ohio. The 3rd Battalion is commanded by Cadet Captain Elijah Bellamy from Woodbridge, Virginia. The battalion command sergeant major is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Levi Bell from Peachtree City, Georgia. Company G is commanded by Cadet Captain Henry Duggins from Greensboro, North Carolina. The first sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Slade Streeter from Arvada, Colorado. Company H is commanded by Cadet Captain Devin Pruitt from Frisco, Texas. The first sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Madison Doyle from Limerick, Pennsylvania. Company I is commanded by Cadet Captain Gavin Linus from Lockport, New York. The first sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Carl Stahlberg from Hillard, Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the Army song. The Army goes rolling along. Please feel free to sing along as it is played.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's review. We would like to remind everyone, please stay off the plane as you exit the parade grounds. Black Knight's Alley, located between gates 1 and 3 of Mikey Stadium, is now open and will close at kickoff. Come on up and support the Army football team as they prepare to take on the Delaware State Hornets. You're invited to observe the equipment on the apron, but please remember to stay off the plane and use the walkway. Go Army, beat Delaware State.